Welcome. It is Thursday, August 7th, 2025. This is Sparta. I'm your host, Jason Strayhorn, along with my co-host, Sedrick, Swerve, and Irvin.
Hit him with the swerve, hit him with the swerve, hit him with the swerve.
What you got there? Coors Light? Official beer. This is Sparta MSU. What you talking about? Talk to me, Swerve. How you feeling today on this fine Thursday? A lot of rain going on in South Florida.
It don't matter. Football is on, straight. Rain, sleet, snow, hail. Football is on. I don't care about nothing else. High school football start next Thursday for us. I'm fired up. There ain't nothing can go wrong right now, sir.
Nothing at all. I don't know. We are here. The family is here. You know, people were in the chat earlier, as always. And if this is your first time coming to the show, we do welcome you to the show. If this is not, we thank you for your loyalty. And please do not forget to click the like and subscribe buttons because it helps us a whole lot. Doesn't hurt you at all. Doesn't cost you a thing. And please let us know where you're watching us from. Swerve, Woody, once again, number one on the list. Honorable mention, Marlon Milano. Y'all know the vibes. That was 5.
Eminem. Straight, real quick. I know this is off the subject, but have you heard of candy cane grapes and yellow watermelon?
I've heard of them. Yes, I have.
Oh, man, nobody ain't tell me in 47 years, brother.
Nobody ain't told you nothing?
Man, nobody ain't told me. Man, these the best grapes and watermelon I ever had in my life.
Sound like somebody's on the watermelon diet.
That's me. I got new grapes. Somebody told me that the candy cane grapes got sugar in it, but I ain't eating much sugar, but boy, I can eat these all day.
Oh, that's what you're doing right now? Your head is getting bigger. I see that. I noticed that. Your neck smaller, head getting bigger. Okay.
I'm on that, not, is it Mama Hall? You saw Mama Hall done went from 276 to 205.
Dang, wow.
Some shit like that.
She wasn't never 270.
I'm not 275, but I saw her countdown, you know. And then I guess Mama Tron stopped, you know, because she was doing her little workout fit thing. But Mama Hall done went from I think 220 to 195. It was a great deal, so she motivated me. Mama Hall, get you some of these grapes, baby girl.
180, be a lady. Do something if you want to do something. That's my grandpa.
Oh, hold on. Say that again.
Yeah, 180, be a lady. Do something if you want to do something.
If you want to do something. Ooh, well, damn it, let's do it.
Hey, listen, we got a special guest on today. You know, Super Bowl champ, for crying out loud. One of the baddest that ever walked in these lands and to put on that green and white is joining us. But, you know, we got to get to that in that interview in a moment. But first, these messages from our friends over at Gray Matter Exchange.
Gray Matter.
Just like a bad player can cost your team the game, overpaying for shipping can cost your business. Gray Matter Exchange, your all-star team for shipping savings, will help you score big with up to 30% savings on your UPS and FedEx costs.
Hey, Swerve, you know, there were some things that came out. You know, we have to celebrate young Swerve, you know, Cedric Irvin Jr., who was on the Doak Walker watch list. Michigan State has just come out with a couple of players on the Biletnikoff watch list. We're talking about two guys, Omari Kelly, number one in your hearts, but number 13 on the field, Christian McCray on the Biletnikoff watch list. What's your thoughts?
Straight. It's funny I was going because with my drone, I seen number one making plays. I'm talking about making like Plexico Gary Scott and, you know, the guy that went and picked number 3 overall type of plays in practice. Because we was throwing the deep ball. Number 2 overall. My bad, CTE. That kid been making plays in the camp. But he's wearing number 1, not 13.
Well, there's that number 1 and 13. Both.
We got 2 bad motherfuckers there.
Hey, you know who's off this list that we're shocked about And I know a lot of Spartan Nation fans out there are very shocked, and happy that he is wearing the green and white, which I've always known he was going to wear the green and white. It's number 6. He's not on this list. He should be on this list. Blitnikoff. Nick Marsh.
Yeah, but that's one of those where they just, let's give somebody else.
You know what? Hold on. Wait. They're going to give it to Jeremiah, the boy down there from Miami. He's on there, and he's a sophomore in the same class. They give it to Ryan Williams in Alabama, who's also a class of 2024, whatever the hell, in Alabama. Why not Nick Marsh?
I'm 100% with you, Trey. I wouldn't understand that if it was in front of me, because Nick Marsh is one of my favorites. So, but it's one of those where, you know what, they just added fuel to the fire, so kid that don't really need no more motivation, but he's just going to go out there and do what he do, and he's our main target anyway, so it all work out at the end, trust me.
I know. I mean, Aiden talk about targets, as McCray just said, we have many excellent receivers. Now, that's an understatement. That's the best room at Michigan State right now, the wide receiver room. When you talk about the talent that's in that particular position group, with led by Courtney Hawkins, who, he was an all right receiver himself back in the day. Hawk. Swerve, man, look, I know you've been talking about the drone, and we got a big scrimmage coming up this weekend. So there's a lot of position battles up going on. But what is your drone like? If we can go and take a peek into the swerving over drone, if we can do that real quick.
So the thing with the swerving Irvin drone now, I added a few pieces to it. So I don't even have to go through, Detroit Airport way no more. I don't have to land over there by Lansing Airport. I got a way where I can just get it up and a little bit higher here in Tampa and go a little bit north, like a little bit past Atlanta, and stop right there, and I can see whatever I want to see with my microphone down here in my hand. So with that being said, I want to say 3 practices ago, man, my quarterback was throwing the long ball. Everything I was saying in previous shows, we need to throw the long ball because he can throw the long ball. And in that practice, because now also the defense been swarming. I mean, the defense been swarming. They've been playing. We getting a lot of good work. Offense, those receivers, that's the number 1 room. They're getting a lot of damn good work for those defensive backs and safeties. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
But my drone saw a couple long balls. Like I said, number 1, I'm not great with the names like you, but number 1 showed up a lot on that drone, making a lot of long catches. And I'm talking about, it was a pretty ball that quarterback was throwing in. And that's what I wanted to see from the quarterback and that offensive coordinator, taking shots down the field. And that's what I saw 3 days ago from my drone.
The long ball, that's going to be a big thing that we want to see, obviously, when Spartans open up in just a few weeks against Western Michigan at night on a Friday night, Labor Day weekend. But, you're looking at the position battles all around the field. You got some offensive line spots still up for grabs, and you also have the defense who has some really good leadership. We've been hearing reports out of camp, and there's no one better than Jordan Hall. You talked about Mama Hall a minute ago, what she's doing, off the field, and that's reflecting to her son what he's doing on the field, because he's one hell of a man, 3-time captain at IMG. He's changed his body a lot and really learned a lot last year, not getting the playing time that he thought that he deserved, but stuck it out, which is rare in today's day and age. And now is the man on the defense, calling all the shots as that Mike linebacker. And look, he's the guy that's going to stir the pot, the straw that stirs the drink. That's Jordan Hall. But there's a lot of players that we're going to look at closely in this weekend scrimmage. Jalen Thompson's one of the guys that comes to mind right away, the guy who sticks out and flashes on film. And Matthews, Wayne Matthews, another linebacker who had some playing time that was transferred in just a year ago, who's a senior now. So, want to really take a look at what's going on in the trenches, though, Swerve. That's where we're going to really dive into next week, what's going on in the trenches. And, there's nobody better to talk about the trenches than our special guest, because he lives in the trenches. He made a living in the trenches, man. Streets of Detroit, came out, went to Michigan State, then went on to have one hell of a career. One team for 12 years. I mean, come on, man. Who does that? Not many people are able to do that. Play that long, especially in one uniform when you think about that. But look, before we get to him, Swerve, we got to take a break for these special messages from our friends over at IHOP.
IHOP.
$6 never tasted so good. IHOP's Breakfast Faves combo is now just $6. Featuring IHOP's world-famous buttermilk pancakes, crispy hickory smoked bacon, and 2 eggs cooked to order your way. All for just $6. Part of the new $6 House Faves menu.
Hey, it's great. That's another thing before we bring on the champ. With my drone, I was trying to look at the running back position, right? And you talk about Jordan Hall, and I saw a little bit of the inside run. Right. And the way I judge inside run for the offense, if you're able to get 3 yards, you won the drill, because defense knows run. Even when you put the safeties in there, they're not checking pads. They're coming downhill. And like I say, 3 days ago, them linebackers was stuffing our running backs. So I couldn't really get a good idea about what to expect from the running back position, even though that's just one day that my drone was able to get footage, but that defense looked damn good. Like you say, that guy in the middle was coming downhill, and we wasn't getting the 3 yards that I say if you get 3 yards in that drill, you win the drill, but we wasn't able to get those 3 yards in like 5 or 6 consecutive plays when I was watching. So that may be a plus coming from the defense.
Yeah, it's going to be a big plus. You're right about it. That's a huge plus. We got to get that. And listen, man, run the ball, stop the run, do all the things you need to do on defense in order to be special this season. But before we bring on our special guest, Spartan fans, make your NIL gifts charitable with Charitable Gift America. This is Sparta. It's a win-win for your dollars if you partner with Charitable Gift America for your donations. CGA's gift planning services are beneficial to Spartan alumni of all ages. To find out more about supporting Spartan athletes while also investing in your future, please visit cgaamerica.org. Swerve, that's what we got to do. And look, football's on. Football's all over the place right now. I know we're going to get to the games on the NFL Network. They're loud in the background and all those kinds of things. We wish we could turn some of that stuff down. We're going to go to right now. It's time. Swerve, man, bring on the champ, man. Nobody does it like you do, man.
First of all, when you talk about legends, and you talk about greatness, and when you talk about a person, when you walk past him, he's bigger than life. I remember being at a Bucks game when he was playing with JPP, and I was able to be on the sideline. I was like, damn, that dude played at Michigan State. And just for his size, his quickness, his strength, I mean, he was a motherfucker. That's one of those. That's one when your granddad and we're watching the game. They say, "Boy, that's something. Boy, that was a motherfucker." And man, and not just that, just to see him after playing the game and being here in Tampa, man, he's doing great. Got a lot of businesses, carried himself well, and I'm a fan. I ain't a fan of many, but I'm a fan of this guy, man. Both when he was in college and then when he was with the Bucks, it's nothing greater. And I'm glad to say he's a Spartan Dawg. Now I'm glad to say he my partner. When I mean my partner, I want free drinks and everything when I go to his line. Big timer, come on in, champ.
Will Gholston joins. This is Sparta. What's going on, baby? How you doing? Too long.
Hey, thank you. Hell of a compliment from you, man. I appreciate that. Glad to be on, What's going on?
Man, it's good to have you on, brother, man. Hey, listen, we can talk all day about like what's going on back in the days. They had some good pictures. I like that Moen Lobby, that uniform. Remember that when you wore those against Michigan? Man, you had a hell of a ride. Talk about some of those moments when you were in East Lansing. Like, what sticks out in your mind as one of those games? Like, wow,
I want to say like my whole recruiting class, we came in there, and no disrespect to anybody who was before us, they helped pave the way for sure. But I felt like we laid a solidified foundation. I remember being in summer classes at Snyder Phillips Hall. We sitting there in the classroom arguing with each other about who's gonna be the best in the room. And secretly, Darquez ended up being the best out of our class. When the Thorpe Award, you know what I'm saying, get
Yeah.
drafted first overall, he was the most quiet, humblest guy ever. That stand out the most, like the way he carried himself throughout his college career.
Oh, hey, he's not humble no more because he's been on the show. He said he wants a statue and named
Yeah.
his honor. You know, before Tom Izzo and D'Antonio, he need a statue.
No, he didn't say that. No, he
I
didn't.
swear to God, hey, swear, am I lying?
He ain't lying. He ain't lying. The boy ain't lying.
I'm an advocate for him. Get that man a statue. Yeah, he did a lot. He does, like the way that he holds himself as a Spartan dog. For me, he's a true in and out Spartan dog. You know what I'm saying? He's great academically, great athletically. Give back to the community. Came from the mud like myself. Small town, Twiggs County, which is crazy. I went out there, went to one of his football camps and basketball, charity basketball things. I love the guy, great guy. And that's not the only guy from my draft class that was awesome. Like every single one of those guys, we still stay in contact to somewhat. I remember before Jeremy Langford he was at DB, receiver, went to running back, and he took off. I remember we was playing NCAA before they discontinued. It was me, him, and Tony Lip. We was all roommates. And I was like, man, what it feel like to be on the game? And he said, one day I'm gonna be on this bad boy and I'm be super rated high. This guy won the Rose Bowl, Big Ten championship, running through Ohio State. Tony Lippett went from DB to wide receiver. I got so many memories of just seeing the growth from everybody in my recruiting class. And the guys who wasn't, like Jarrell, Hoover, freaking Greg Jones. Like I had the opportunity to play with some great Spartans.
No, swear, did you hear that? He said that Tony Lippett, his roommates was Tony Lippett, Jeremy Langford, and Will Gholston in one apartment.
Listen,
Hey,
Will, I know you ain't gonna say it on here because you're a good humble guy too. But when I come to the lounge, tell me those stories because I got some stories from Case Hall.
No, we gotta tell the story. You gotta
no, because I know no.
PG-13s.
I want the X-rated version because I got some X-rated version of Case Hall, baby.
Hey, you want to know who got good stories? I'm not gonna be able to tell the stories as good as the guys who was in them. Because Quez got a bunch of stories. Jeremy got some stories. Curtis Drummond. He plays safety. He might have the most stories. He married with kids now. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna. Nah. we had some fun times. You know, we enjoyed ourselves.
But no, Will, you know what we got to do? And I should have said this towards the end. We got to have a Spartan Dawg weekend down here in Tampa.
Oh, man.
From Friday to Sunday. We got the lounge. We're gonna bring up the lounge. We got the lounge. We got other places we can go to. We got the golf. We can do all that shit. Let's bring the Spartan Dawgs down here. And, man, let's have our own damn fraternity and just sit back and just do what we do.
I think we should put that in the works for real. Like that shouldn't just be a thought.
Damn right.
I think that really need to happen. We can get that going.
Oh, hey, you start.
Yeah.
We're starting something right here. Let's get it.
Now listen, this is my vision, Will. We got your parking lot over there. We can rock that off, and that's the tailgate. Woo!
Huge.
It is huge.
And then we can get some of them splitter vans because you already got one splitter. We can rent 6 more of them and do what we do.
I'm working on the fleet, so by the time it happens, we might be already good.
Hey, we gonna talk. We gonna talk.
Oh my goodness! See, this is Sparta. You know where dreams are made. They're born. They're born, and we're gonna make them come to life. So you got recruited by D'Antonio, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I kind of got recruited by the whole staff.
The whole staff. Yeah, hey, talk about that. The process of recruiting. You coming out of Detroit, you're a 5-star. You played linebacker, I believe, in high school.
Linebacker, man.
Yeah, you big linebacker, man. So tell me some of the stories, some funny stories that, I know there was a lot of schools after you. You're a 5-star athlete coming out of Detroit. There's had to be a lot of teams after you. And Michigan State ends up winning out. But who were some of those schools that were after you at the end where you had to really decide between them and Michigan State?
it was really close between Alabama and Michigan State, to be honest. A lot like my very close people know how close I was to going to Alabama. So it was USC, Alabama, Florida, Florida State, Michigan State. Michigan actually was in my top 5 at one point. I can't even hold you. And I was about to commit there, but the coaching staff didn't know my name, man. So I didn't go there. But I got a better story for you. I remember I was playing basketball. I think I was a sophomore. Sophomore going into my junior year before I went to Southeastern. And like we was at Cincinnati playing basketball. This is before they said you can't go and hoop at colleges. So we in the tournament. We at Cincinnati. I'm talking to one of my mentors that you know him very well, Arch. And he like, man, just go up there and tell him you want a scholarship. I said, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. So I don't know how. I snuck all the way through, got to the football building. They didn't say nothing to me because I was a pretty big guy. And I was like, hey, I'm going into my sophomore year of high school. I want to know what I need to do to get a scholarship. And it was like, no, we probably not gonna offer you because back then I'm raw. I'm like, all right, cool, bet. The same coach, and I hope, you know what I'm saying, one day I might get into coaching, so I hope I don't step on my own toes in this situation. But the same coach went to Illinois, and Illinois started recruiting me. And I remember he came up in there, and as soon as he seen him, I said, I'm not talking to you. He said, why? I said, I remember when you told me you're not going to talk to me when I was a sophomore. You told me you wouldn't offer me a scholarship, so I don't even want to talk to you. And he thought I was lying, but as most people who know me, like when I say something, I definitely mean it. That's the most vivid memory I got in my recruiting process. Outside of being a 5-star and all of that.
So somebody had the nerve to tell you as a sophomore they didn't want to even talk to you?
It made sense. Like, granted, it made sense. Now, I'm a nobody sophomore, no stats. You know what I'm saying? Name not out there.
Wait. How big were you?
I was about 6'4", 230. I was big. I think that's kind of big, right? That's big.
Yeah. Playing linebacker?
I don't know. At linebacker, I could run back then, boy. I was moving.
And he told you to want to talk. Hey, what they call that in the in coaching? Swerve. What is that called? When somebody makes a miss like that?
Dummy.
Yeah. We worked out though.
You're a killer.
Asshole.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to you.
I don't even remember the coach's name. It was crazy.
Oh, I know we're going to protect him. That's okay. We're not going to say names right now. But so you went on to Illinois. But so if you had one game to play over in Spartan Stadium and it can turn out exactly the way it was, which one would you replay again right now?
You had it up there. That Michigan State, when we had the Monet lobbies, the gold helmet. Yeah.
Ooh.
I would love to play that game again.
Is that shoelace?
It is. I would do everything I did in that game again. There's nothing I did in that game that I wouldn't do again.
So let me ask you this, Will. Let me ask you this.
Punch that boy. Was busting with the boys. Taylor LeWine. Wasn't that him?
Me and him need to do like a celebrity boxing match, man.
Yeah,
just get the hostility on.
I remember that. That was a hell of a play. It was controversial. You were suspended for the next game.
Dumb.
Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
Will, let me ask you this: like being from Michigan, being from Detroit, right? Mm-hmm. And you win that, you beat Michigan. Like, I'm from Florida, so I ain't really got nobody to, nobody talk shit to me about or whatever it is. But how do that feel like when you go back home and you got the guy you round some, because I know Michigan, state of Michigan is Michigan State, whatever it is. But when you go back home, what's that feeling like when you on the block?
Because I was on the block back then for sure. It's amazing feeling, man. Shout out to all my cousins who still Yellow Belly fans. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. The biggest Michigan fan growing up, two of them. One was my dad. My dad was a huge Michigan fan. And my cousin Nick. Oh my gosh. Even to this day, we still argue about Michigan. Like I can call him right now. I wish I could zoom him up. We argue for about 2-3 hours. Time just stops when we talk about Michigan State. So it's a huge thing because as you like, I don't know why, because I never even realized what it was playing. But once I started playing, like the dislike that I have is tremendous. I can respect them. I respect them because they play the game. They they in between the lines. I got respect for them, but it's a huge dislike.
A huge dislike. I
Huge.
know Sarah's trying to get us off subject here. I want to find out about the punch with Taylor Lewine now. Like, what was going on there? Swerve, why are you trying to change the damn subject, man? This is
I'm not trying to change the subject. I'm the type of person. Let's get in the splinter and let's go to his house. Shit, I don't want to talk about it straight. I want to finish.
I got respect for that guy too, man. He had a long career, first round draft pick, did all the things that he did, all the accolades. Like he told me a few times, I make more money than me, and he did all those things. End of the day, it's a viral clip. So, before viral like happened, I remember we hosting recruits at the freaking dinner, and we all laughing about like, hey, look at this, it's on YouTube. Next day I'm suspended. I remember that like it was yesterday.
Really?
Coach Narduzzi is the one that showed me the clip too. It was beautiful.
And he was laughing about it?
We all was laughing because we didn't know the severity of it, to be honest. Number one, I got to say this. As a coach now, extremely dumb, especially in the circumstances of the game. You can't let your emotions take over. You still got to be able to regulate your stuff. So, yeah, that was dumb. That was stupid. The passion of the game, the passion of the rivalry, yeah, that's cool. It makes for a great conversation now. But in the moment, if I could change it, I would, to be honest with you, because that ain't the game. That ain't the game that I grew up. I just had to learn through football and experience how to regulate my emotions. So I want to say that number one. Would I do it again right now? I don't think that I wouldn't do it. I do think it's a bad choice, though.
Okay, so you gotta have a little regret. You matured over time.
Yeah, a little maturity in there. Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you this: who on the MSU pushed you the hardest while you were there on your team?
Ken Manning. I'm sorry, Ken Manning was gruesome. He made me teammates. Everybody I'm gonna go through teammates and I'm gonna get to talk to y'all about Ken Manning. For me, y'all had a different version when he was coaching, but as far as team, the practice there, it wasn't practice. It was like we was playing games. When you was on defense, you was trying to hit these guys as hard as you starter, non-starter. From even you going against Le'Veon, you trying to lay this because he jumping over cats in practice, stiff arm juking people in phone booths in practice. So it was our practices was harder than the games for me on defense. Like it was harder practicing against those guys than it was to play against whoever he was playing against in the game. And I feel like it helped us with our resiliency because like some teams had higher recruits or faster guys or whatever like that, but we had truly that dog in us to be able to push past all the adversity moments that we faced. So I would say the whole team, we pushed each other, and I think anybody would be able to agree with that. But the person who pushed me the most that I feel like helped me transcend to be able to go to the NFL was Ken Manning because he really made me start making myself accountable for my actions, decisions, and all of those things that I didn't think about. Even the way I'm talking right now, we've had many conversations in that room. Heck, him yelling at me yelling at him, crying. So, like, he helped me mature in a way that I think if I didn't have it, I wouldn't be who I am.
Man, I mean,
y'all getting some gold. I haven't told anybody this stuff.
Hey, listen, man. I mean, Ken Manning has touched a lot of Spartans for sure. Over the years through his intense, demeanor, so to speak. And said, you have any good Ken Manning stories? I know you used to like grab his butt and all that kind of stuff. Like
Will, I was one of those. I used to slap him on his ass, grab his butt. I even told him last year at the golf tournament, I said, Coach Manning, I beat your ass. But that was my guy, man. When I say that was my guy, like his daughter, I used to take his daughter to McDonald's. I used to go to show and tell. And then I found out like last year, she was like, she came up to him. I think she like had a baby or something too. So it was like,
Yeah.
he was one of those guys, man,
Very.
where he was one of those guys where, I had great coaches where I can go and close the door and go into Coach William, go into Coach Backer room and talk about life. But he was that guy, man, where he just made it like it was just authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like you separate yourself from Saban, you go to him and your one-on-ones, like you may know, it was just different, man. He was like not a big brother, but he was like that father that you always wanted if you didn't have one. You know what I mean? Especially when that door closed. And to this day, anytime I see him, especially his wife, man, those are my people, man. But I really felt that when you said that when you say you closed the door. Now, Will, let's take it to Tampa. Take me through in the fans some of these rookies when you was a rookie. How your rookie haze? What song did you sing? Did you get booed? Who helmet you had to carry? How much did your dinner cost? I know all that shit, Will. Tell the people now. Let's go.
16 apiece for dinner.
What?
16 apiece for dinner. They was buying steaks for their dogs, champagne, cigars. I mean, they were like, wait. And I'm like, all of us too, like, yo, our financial advisor said, yo, we this much. Them bad boys sat there and let us call our banks. That was a moment. I think the person who hazed me in the most memorable way is Adrian Claiborne. Great guy outside of that. He hazed me past being a rookie too, bro. He was hazing me after my rookie year. But
No.
I couldn't say nothing, you know what I'm saying? Not hazing, like it was more vicious rookie year, but he, still poked in pride, but I needed it. My mentality was different when I still had the fight or flight Detroit mentality when I got in the league. So I needed to be hazed. Like I needed that humbleness. Carrying pads, I carried Gerald pads, Daquan Bauer pads, uh, Adrian pads. I think, but to be honest with you, the way that Gerald was as a leader in the room, the hazing we only really got hazed when we wasn't doing what we needed to do. Like we had like little instructions, like get the food, keep the fridge clean, all those little, like if we kept that in check, they really wasn't bothering us. And then all of us as rookies was playing. It was me, Keem Spence, and Steven Means. All of us was playing as rookies, so some of the guys lied to me about the plays. I gotta say that. And y'all know who y'all is too. That's why but that made me a great vet though, because I helped people so much because of that. Like they told me, like, no, you're supposed to do it this way. The coach calling me, like, man, you can't understand this. What you talking about? I said, but he told me to, and after I said he told me to, he's like, listen, don't ever listen to nobody else. If you got a question, come to me. And then once I really learned the playbook, everything got better out of my rookie year. But it was a humbling. It was humbling for sure because I was an animal back then.
Wow. So they were misleading you. I want youngsters to hear this. Sometimes you get misled by the vets, huh?
I don't know because as I said, like the leadership and the way that we were. Once I learned the plays on my own, and I've ever had anybody that was younger than me that's playing the same position, I don't mind passing the torch and giving them everything that I got from year 2 on up. So I don't know. I don't even know if everybody was getting that. I think that was just a me thing. But then when I picked the playbook up and I ended up eventually starting a couple of games my rookie year and playing, the mental aspect of playing in the NFL, everybody fast, everybody strong. But in college, you get away with that recruiting stuff. But when you're in the league and money on the line, they're going to put the best guys out there. And even if you're physically better, so many mental errors add up. Your production per play go down. You're not getting in there.
Right. So when you were playing at Michigan State and, you leave after your 3rd year, what was that moment when you knew, like, okay, I know I can make it to the NFL right now? When was that?
What I'm going to say is going to sound extremely arrogant. I never intended on staying at Michigan State longer than 3 years. Like, never. I remember signing day. I said it on TV. I'm about to spend my next 3 years at Michigan State. But the moment I knew that I could compete in the NFL I didn't realize I could compete in the NFL until we played the Buffalo Bills my rookie year. And I got my first whole sack. My first sack came against Miami, but it was like a halfer. So I got my first whole sack against what was the dude named quarterback he wore number 3 quarterback out of Florida State. before Jameis. I got a sack on him.
From
Then I got a
Buffalo, played
concussion
at
the next
Buffalo.
play. He played at Buffalo. I got a concussion maybe like 4 plays later. Popped up. I said, oh, this is not that hard. But that's when I knew, like, oh, I can do this. So,
You know, I always tell people, man, football is football. You know, if you take it from little league to high school, you know, it changed with the size and the speed. But you know, once you get that down packed, football become football. The same thing from college to the league. You know, so it was the same thing with me. They questioned my speed and this, and I led the Lions in rushing touchdown, and I was just labeled as a third down back. So once you get the hang of it and it become football, the same old thing. You know, dogs gonna be dogs.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. There's no doubt. You're talking about EJ Manuel, right?
Jay Manuel, yeah.
EJ Manuel, yeah.
Yes. That's the guy. Now you know. So you realized and you knew, you know, coming out of high school that you were going to the NFL. But you know, when you hear right now, I mean, you spent those 3 years in East Lansing. When you hear that fight song, Michigan State, what kind of emotions come over you?
You know, I had only been back to Michigan since I left. I've only been back to Michigan State twice. I went to a homecoming game against Northwestern. We didn't win that one, and I took my kids to a spring game, and the chills I got was better than any chills I done had playing. Like seeing my boys see my legacy that I left behind, and being able to talk to them about different trophies or my name being on a plaque or my name being on a wall and all the other guys I've been able to come encounter with and tell stories about. So I don't know how to really put it into words to say what it means. Even when I just think about Michigan State, shit, hearing the fight song, I get amped up. I'm ready to go. My boys know the fight song. They in Florida. They thought they was gonna be some Georgia and Florida State fans. No, they Michigan State fans. So as soon as the NCAA came out, that's all we play. So yeah, man. I don't know how to put it into words, but I wish I can get up there more. I was supposed to come up there for that weekend, but I had some stuff I had to get going on with my mom and stuff. So yeah, I plan on coming back to Michigan State now that I got more time.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're talking about being in coaching. Like, so when you're embarking on a career in coaching, what level do you aspire to be at? Are you thinking pro coach, college coach, high school? What's your goals?
So I have some milestones and some markers once I hit. So this year for high school, my goal is to be able to get the team to 50 sacks. You know, get 50 plus. After I do that and I get a couple guys in college, work with them, see that I can really develop players, and I want to try to tip my hat in either college or the pros. Because I want to make sure that I can seriously develop a guy. You know what I'm saying? Because having so many different coaches and being around so many different systems and schemes, sometimes being athletic is not going to take you there. I want to be able to create some real technicians on the defensive line to be able to handle the way that the game is evolving. So once I realize I can do that, I'll be able to be confident enough to play, or not play, but coach NFL, college, anywhere.
Well, it seems to be a trend now. You're seeing guys take that path from high school, college, and beyond. You know, here's a question right here. I swear, read this one from Asriel.
Hey, Will, what was it like playing with the GOAT, Tom Brady, who attended the team down the road, by the way? Did you ever get a chance to slap the shit out? Oh, no, they didn't say that. Go ahead.
Hey, man, Tom is a G, bro. So every time we beat him, I threw a hat in his locker. He ain't never wear it. We always make the bet. I threw it in the locker. But I think they beat us once, and he ain't say that. He just looked at me for like a few days. It was him and Spytech. And Foot. Oh my God, it was awesome being able
Larry
to see
Foote?
Michigan State where they wear him out. Yeah, Larry Foote. Yeah. That's one of all them guys is cool. You know, that's why I say I got a lot of respect for guys that went to Michigan. I got a strong dislike for the athletic program, but I got a lot of respect for men that went to Michigan because understanding the rivalry, understanding what it's like to be in the Big Ten, and then coming down here, hearing all the SEC and all of those things. Granted, good division, all that, but understanding that they bleed for their team the same way I bleed for mine. So it's a few guys I got a lot of respect for. Any of the athletes, I got it, but
you have respect for TJ Duckett. He just called you Spartan Dawg right here.
for sure, the OG, the realist. Cheers with the water.
Gotta have that hydration, man.
It's hot down here.
You know, we got some people in town. You know, Rev is in town. He thinks it's not as hot in Florida because it rained today. He thinks it's hotter in Michigan. You know, come on, Rev.
Take him out there at 1:30.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got golf going on. You gonna fry his ass out there.
Hey, Will, what school down here you coaching at?
Sickles High School. If y'all got any D linemen or O linemen, bring them on down. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You need some of that. Somebody asked if you're going to be helping Michigan State recruit some DNs. I think that was.
I actually got a DN. It's a guy right now. He's a sophomore. I'm not going to say his name, but it's a sophomore we got on our team right now. Natural pass rusher. I think if you put on like 30 pounds, when I say a natural pass rusher, I be looking at him. When I tell him what to do, he look at me and like he be robotic. But I say, hey, go do what you do. Boy, whenever you're at. So it's a guy at Sickles right now. I'm not gonna say his name. He know. Well, if he's watching this, he knows. But it's some guys. It's also actually a lot of guys at Sickles. It's just I feel like they just need a lot of polishing up. Polish them up. That'll be good.
Are you at that school? Cause that's the school where your son attends?
No. My son is only 12. He about to turn 13. I'm at that school because I gave him my word. You know what I'm saying? I told him that I was gonna come and coach when I was still in the transition of if I'm playing or not. I told him I would come and coach, and I've been offered other schools, but you know what I'm saying? A man ain't nothing without his word. So I gave him my word I was gonna coach. So that's what I'm rolling with.
Marlon said, "We need him, fam. We need him. Defensive end."
I'm gonna be pushing him that way. He I don't know what the class's numbers are, but he going into his sophomore year.
Okay. All right. Well, look, I'm gonna give you a couple questions here in a rapid fire. Just tell me what comes top of mind right here. All right. So at Michigan State, what was the best uniform combination you ever wore?
Gotta go with the green top, white bottoms, mid socks, all green cleats.
All right. Loudest moment, Spartan Stadium on third down or in an NFL playoff game.
That's tough. Spartan, who is dope, but third down in the playoffs, bruh. Third down in the playoffs, it's rocking.
Okay. One word describe Coach D'Antonio.
Amazing.
Toughest offensive lineman you've ever faced in college.
None of them.
Pro.
Carl Nix.
Favorite East Lansing food spot back in the day.
It was a Coney Island downtown, Detroit, Coney Island. It was over there. I think it was a Leo's too. Or wait. Not to say that I was in the bar, but it's a bar over there. That you go down the stairs. Rick's. Right next to Rick's, they used to make these little wraps. Oh my God, what is the name of the place? But when I tell you those is the best thing I had at that point in the night, every time, 10 out of 10. Fuck, what was the name of it? See, y'all got me to curse. I can't remember the name of it, but
safe place here, man. You can come.
Hey, those wraps.
Somewhere in Grand River, in Rick's and all that. Okay, all right.
It's right next door to Rick's.
Oh, that place is gone. That turns over a lot of Peter Pit.
No, it wasn't a pita pit though.
It's further.
It had a pita dude with the fro with the little. Oh my God, it was so good.
All right, Spartan teammate most likely to hype up the locker room.
In a good way or a bad way?
Either one. Meanest. Who's meanest?
Mylan Hicks.
Mylan Hicks. Oh man, God
Yeah.
rest his soul.
Yes, that is it. That's the place. That's the food place. Yeah.
TJ Duckett. Leave it up to TJ, man. TJ.
Oh man, TJ is Mr. East Lansing.
Yeah.
He is. That's it. Okay. Better feeling. Sack or strip fumble?
Sack.
Song.
I like to hit people.
Yeah. You like that contact. Song that always got you going on game day.
DMX Damon.
Yo, D, you a smooth nigga. I see you, but nobody knew who
No,
pulled the
for the
trigger.
trigger.
Yeah, you know, it's always over though. You sure?
No,
I could have
I
sworn
could've
it was over.
Nah, that ain't my style. Oh man.
Oh, you stay fun.
All right. So here, two more. Which MSU defensive player reminds you most of yourself?
Ooh.
All history.
No. It was a young guy. They had. I think he's going into his senior year this year, or last year might have been his senior year. I think his last name was Boyle. He actually wears number 2. I remember talking to him during the spring. Yeah, is that his name? His last name Boyle?
Yeah, Bogle.
I like his approach, the way he plays through the contact, like at the attack zone, like at the point of contact for a defensive lineman, the way that he uses his hands, like converting from run to pass. I like that a lot. It reminds me of what I assume I look like.
Nah, I just say y'all looked good. Y'all just compares just the uniform because he was kind of cut up and all that. But outside of that shit, no, you just a nice guy, Will. No, hell no.
Come on, man. Hey, and then all right, the last one here. Finish the sentence. Finish this sentence right here, Will. Once a Spartan blank.
Oh, once a Spartan dog, always a Spartan dog.
Damn right.
There it is, man. All right, you have the hot seat, man. That was awesome. Swerve. Hey, listen, man. You have talk about the new cigar bar we talk about. We've been there. Talk about that.
I got something for y'all too. When y'all get in, y'all either the white or the black.
Ooh.
Well, I take both. I don't think you got one to fit straight head though.
Yeah, man.
Oh no, we both got big fella heads.
Yeah, them sweet. Elena's.
Hey, that's a nice clean spot too, man.
Where the name, the motivation from the name Elena's come from? So the people know.
So if people don't know my background, my story, you know what I'm saying? I had a very different upbringing. So I was in a car, bounced around house to house. And it's just for somebody who, when I was going through my transition in life, becoming a man, who helped me out. You know what I'm saying? Helped me mature, helped me become the man that I wanted to be. And it's just a way to be able to pay homage in a sense.
Here it is. I mean, you see the picture? Man, I like that picture of you, man, sitting back in the lounge, smoking. What's that? You don't have Cardis on, do you? Them buffs? What you got?
I got them, but I don't wear them all the time. I still got that stigma that, you wear them bad boys, somebody gonna try to take them.
Ain't nobody trying to take no. They gonna try to take it from you, dog. I mean, hey.
I'm a non-confrontational guy.
Right. Yeah. I don't think there's a lot of confrontation anymore, man. No, that's an awesome cigar lounge right there. And said that was a great idea. Swerve.
No, we definitely gonna talk about that this weekend, Will, because I'm coming to get both of my hats, man. But I think we can do that here in Tampa. I'm getting one for free and I buy the other one, man. Yeah. I get one for free.
These members only hats. Like only the members get these.
Oh, I get a locker too.
Everybody can't get these hats.
Oh, come on, man. I can't wait. Matter of fact, y'all open now?
Yeah, we are. We are.
Jump on the bike, the scooter, Uber.
I'm 15 minutes away, baby.
Oh, man.
Fine, baby. You come, I'll meet you up there.
I love it. Hey, man, nobody's more hospitable than you. You talk about how it is at Atlanta's, and we have some good nights out there. You've only been open for a few months, right?
Yeah, we going into like month 3.5, so we really plan to kick it off more during the football season. Be able to come in, watch the game with me, have a food truck out there, be able to open a little bit early on Sunday, have it like a brunch style. So, and we try to give like extreme deals, you know what I'm saying? Like we got the deals up there, the happy hours on Friday, the 50% off scotch and whiskey, 25% off cigars, you got the hookah. Sometimes we have live music on Wednesdays, bands and jazz. We about to bring in a salsa night. We do casino nights. I try to do everything that's not here, because I don't know. I feel like I'm matured out of the club phase. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool to listen to music, but sometimes I want to sit back, grab a stick, and kick my feet up.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
And that guy you got working in the cigar part, man, he was very professional, man. I mean,
Barnabas, our GM.
Yeah,
Barnabas is one of the he real legit. He our GM. And I got 100% confidence in him and the way that he works.
100%. He's the man. Hey, Swerve, I don't know. You got a fan, Epstein Bill, in here. He said he calls you Sedrick. He's got watermelons. He's talking about KFC. He wants to say, hey, Gramps. He's on you, dog.
I'm on it from here on out, straight. I'm only eating yellow watermelon.
But he said he definitely wants a piece of that old sweaty. Excited. I don't know. Can he take mine? You got a fan of Epstein Bill, dog. Just so you know. I know you're not paying attention. I just want you to see that in the chat.
Yeah, I can't see it, man. I don't have my laptop on my phone, man. But I got all type of fans, straight. I love them all.
There you go. Hey, so.
My bad.
No, we good, man. Hey, we having a good time on here, man. I just want to know, we got to touch a little bit on more of the Super Bowl. Like, what does that mean to your legacy, being able to be a part of a Super Bowl winning team in the NFL?
When you think about football, that's the pinnacle of football. From even when you're in the Little League, you think about the Super Bowl, and to be able to have one, be a part of a franchise, like having a first Super Bowl home game won, not even home, first Super Bowl in a stadium won, to be a part of that, to be able to beat the team, 31-9. They only passed the 40-yard line maybe once, 3 field goals. That shit, it was a legendary season. And then with all the trauma and stuff that was going on in the world and during the pandemic, to still be able to play, to people, families being sick, guys getting sick, not even knowing if the NFL was going to go on. Like, it was a monumental year. I'm just happy to be able to say that I did it, and man, like, I can't even tell you what I did after. We won the Super Bowl. I had a little bit of champagne, I thought. I woke up in my locker holding my bag like this. I wake up next to my another mentor of mine, AC Cartwright. I wake up next to him. I'm looking at him in the car. Go back to sleep. Wake up. I'm looking at the Migos. Go back to sleep. I wake up. I'm on the boat. That's how it went out for me. That was my after the Super Bowl.
That's how you do it.
Hey, cuz I was like, close my eyes. I'm in a whole other spot.
Migos and boat?
Yeah, bro. I went from locker to car to Migos to boat. And all my kids was on the boat too. I'm like, but it was a great time.
Were you on the boat that was where Tom tried to throw the Lombardi Trophy from, or the one that he was?
I was not. I was on. I was in the back on the big boat. I was on the boat though. I was on the boat. It was fun. I had a great time. And some families and friends was on some of the boats, but.
Nothing like the NBA champion. It was Oklahoma this year. The NBA they had a parade. It was like 3 people in the streets. It wasn't nothing like the one I always think is at Tampa Super Bowl.
I don't know how all of the people made it there. Like, we won, and I feel like it was within the next day or two, we had a massive boat parade. You look to the left, you look to the right, like you see blocks down, people on the street just celebrating. And not back to just the Super Bowl. Sorry to jump around.
Okay.
But bro, in the beginning of the Super Bowl, they did the Kansas City war cry. And then after they did the Kansas City war cry, the announcer say, "All right, Tampa, it's your turn." He shouted out, ours is like Tampa Bay. He said, "Tampa." The lights pointed that way. That shit erupted. Then he said, "Bay," and that was even louder than the Tampa. And I don't think at that moment, anybody on that sideline had to know we about to win this. I don't think anybody had a doubt after that. And that's right after Tom give a crazy speech that got the hairs on your toes standing up. It was like everything fell into play, man. It was awesome. I really don't get a chance to talk about it that much.
So Brady gave a pregame speech?
It was fucking, like I say, like the hair on your toes was standing, not the back of your neck. The hair that's under your socks in your toes standing up. Because it meant more because you knew as soon as we signed him. That first year we signed him, I know we training. Me, Rakeem Nunez, Roches, Aaron Stinney, we all training at the Trench Academy. And we looked, they're like, "Oh, we all just signed Tom Brady." Me and Nacho looked at it as like, we can't be the reason that we lose. So I think it just took everybody to another level, just knowing he came. Then we got all the way, like everything we sold, the fruits were able to be there for us for the taking. He gave the speech. It was everything you would think that it's going to be from a guy who won that many Super Bowls. It was like because he wasn't necessarily that vocal. You know what I'm saying? He was to me, my opinion of him, everybody have different opinions, but my opinion of Tom was he was an action-based leader. He led by his action and his presence for me, because like we talked, we joked around, but me seeing the actions that he took, how he took care of his body, how he approached the film, how he did all the things on the practice field, and how he played in the game, that was leadership to me. So for him being a non-vocal leader in my eyes, to hear him be able to vocalize everything that you would assume that we needed to hear, man, it was tremendous. So, and it was everything we wanted.
Damn.
Hey, Will, before we get you out of here, man, we do a prediction.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the Spartans this year would be?
One more time, what do I think? What?
The Spartan schedule. The first game we got Youngstown State.
You ain't undefeated.
Damn.
They're gonna go
I ain't
12.
seen the rep.
You heard it right. 12-0. Michigan State's gonna be 12-0. There's a question in the chat. Michael Lowry says, "What do y'all think about what Texas Tech is doing?" The way he said it, I felt like he was from Texas. So, what do y'all think?
Oil money.
Duh. Tech, Will, do you know what they doing down there? Have you heard?
No, what's going on?
Throwing bags, big bags.
First of all, Will, the GM came out on Twitter and said, if you somewhere and you're only getting $100,000 or $200,000 a year,
you're an elite player.
I'm gonna give you $300 or $400.
He hit him with the should
on
Twitter.
With
the Suge Knight?
Yes,
on
did.
Twitter. If you tired of the
You
people
don't like
in the
your
videos,
producer in the background dancing.
if you tired of them in the
From a
video,
death row.
he said if you only getting $100 and $200,000 a year, I'm giving you $304. Come on over here to death
I
row.
want to know what my market value was, man.
Oh, you said 7 figures. 5-star defensive end. Come on, that's not who else. That's what they're paying them right now. 5-star defense rush ends and 7 figures.
No.
Yes. Yes.
See, y'all about to make me take my son to that gym in the back right now.
No.
Right now.
I've been doing that ever since this started. But listen, Will, they got a guy in high school right now. In high school, hasn't played his senior year, the first game yet. And he done bought his mama a house, a new car, And he signed for 1 point something a year, $2 million.
Wait though. So I'm actually partnering with a guy who is doing this. Like he's doing the contracts for the kids. Do they gotta pay that back?
No.
Now, watch this. If you commit your junior year going into your senior year, like right now, say I'm a junior and we're in spring practice, we're in summer practice, and I commit right now. The school can pay you $20,000 a month to make sure you keep your commitment.
$20,000?
In some cases, where we were having the conversation with the agent a couple of days ago at a scrimmage, he said they advanced a large sum at once to a player who has not played his senior season yet. So commits, advanced $500,000 plus to the account.
And he don't gotta pay that back.
No.
And you know how many watermelons and cigars I can get?
How are you getting paid without taking a snap? That's I can't. Don't knock the hustle. Huh.
Right. It's different. Yeah.
That's why we play though. We play to evolve the game. That's a part of the evolution of the game.
Oh, you in the
Shout out to all
settlement,
the young boys.
You in the settlement. The $2.8 billion settlement, you played in that era. So 26. No, wait a minute. You came out before 2016. Damn. Hey, how is Will in the same boat as us, word? We gotta get a new class.
You know?
I'm happy. Since I can't get it, I don't want nobody to get it.
Hey,
You don't care.
I'm glad it's here, man.
Comes up with some more lawsuit. Whatever. Cody Campbell, billionaire oil guy, played with Texas back in the day for Mike Leach. Now he's paying bags for teenagers. Wild. Yes. Yeah. Guy sold.
Hey, Mike, I hope he paid my son. Shit.
Oh, whoa. Hey, you just said it. You just said it.
Your son ain't going to Michigan State?
What time you say the cigar go, Chloe?
All right.
No, I'm not gonna say that, man. One thing about it now, Michigan State is reaching out to him, and he happy about it. So, like I told him, man, it's a process. It's always process before prize. So, he gonna enjoy it. They got a group chat going with me, him, and his mom on it. So, they competing with other schools, but they are reaching out and communicating. So we like that start.
It's looking good. Things are looking up. So listen, man, look. Will, we appreciate you coming on the show and talking the real stuff and giving us some nuggets that you haven't talked about publicly before. Before you go, how is it? I know you posted this, I think, on Twitter, Instagram. You said this was your first birthday, not in training camp. How's it feel now?
It was hard, actually. It took me a long time to recover. I had a great time. I was recovering for about 4 or 5 days, because I'm like, I forgot how hard people go on their birthdays. and trust me, nobody when turn left, turn right, turn around. It was a drink. They gave me look. I got a birthday card right here with freaking whiskey on it. This is how my birthday went. That's all I saw.
It's another Super Bowl. It's another Super Bowl for you.
I wasn't teleporting, but I definitely had a great time. It was awesome. It was awesome. Do I miss the game? Some aspects of it. I think, I'm still in shape. I still play. If I get a call, I'm probably going to go. But end of the day, I'm still involved in the game. I still love the game, but I understand the politics of it being a 34-year-old, 12-year veteran.
Mm-hmm.
So
you played with guys like Ndamukong Suh who did that same thing, Took him a while before he actually officially retired.
No doubt. Shout out to him, too. Great guy.
Yeah. Great dude, man. No better than you, though, Will. We appreciate you coming on here and sharing a little bit with us. Don't be a stranger. Listen, we're going to have legends like yourself on this show pretty often now. Just, you got time now, man.
I have one favor from y'all, though.
What's the favor?
I need y'all to come on my podcast.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's easy.
I want all of y'all on there.
That's easy, brother. And just know when I come on, I'm going to act a donkey.
Hey, it's cool. The name of it is called Spoken and Smoke.
Oh, we can smoke too.
Oh, what? Yes.
Oh,
Smoke, drink, whatever you like. It's at the
Sam,
lounge. It's at the
Yo,
lounge.
he gonna
Yo,
the
Will,
fact.
I knew it. You were spooning. I knew it. I knew we pulled the trigger. You sure?
I still remember the
It
hit
was
you put on
over
the Georgia QB. Oh man, look at that. People remembering that. Come
Oh,
on,
yeah.
Sam.
Aaron Murphy, boy.
Aaron Murphy, yeah. Come on, Sam. We need that bloodline back in. Look, guys, you know, Sam, go ahead. You answer that.
Hey, listen. I want to thank everybody for coming out. I'm about to put on my shoes and head over to Will's spot and smoke a few and get my hats. And I'm going to have the hat on for the next show on Tuesday, baby. Hey, it's a great show, and I'm with my man Will, because he's a smooth one. I seen you, but nobody knew who pulled the trigger. Yeah, you know, it's always overdose. You sure? I could have. Oh, that's a classic.
Woo!
Nah,
Will,
that
that's
ain't my style.
Will, you got to play that tonight, Will. You got to play
I
that.
got
We
you.
playing it. For Will Gholston and Sedrick Irvin, I'm Jason Strayhorn. This is Sparta MSU. Everybody have a good night. God bless you. And go green.
Go white.